Hello and good morning. Today is Tuesday, July 26, 2022, and this is video 11 in my series, Our Courts Are a Joke. I'm going to talk about a couple of topics, so this is going to be a two-part video. First, I'm going to start about my lawyer and my past, my latest family court adventures before Justice Kraft of March last year, 2021. So my first family court situation, I represented myself, and I got totally killed. So not so much, I think, well, a lot of my mistakes, but just the judge, Justice Conway, that went out of her way to screw me and allowed the other party to remove all my evidence from the joint document briefs. And then went as far as to tell me to stop talking when I was saying something that was going to prejudice their case, right? So, I mean, that trial was a joke, and yes, I wish it was on camera, and she would have never got away with that on television. But anyway, speaking of my last one before Justice Kraft in March 2021, so I was reading through the reasons for judgment last night as I'm preparing, my appeal to the Supreme Court of Canada, and oh man, I thought my lawyer did a good job, and you know what? I thought he did it during the trial, but oh man, I'm reading that judgment, and I think he blew it in the closing arguments, and the closing arguments were written submissions, and he just got greedy, asked for too much, and I really think Justice Kraft went out of her way to screw me because of that, And I stated at the end of my questioning with the last few minutes of the trial that the condo that we lived in, I believed was 50-50, and that's how it should have been split. And that value should have been decided either September 2016, which is what my ex says is her date of separation, or the date of the trial, whichever, whatever's in law, that's fine. And I clearly stated I would pay her 50% equity. And I believe the condo should be mine, as I was the purchaser pre-construction before I even met my ex. And, we both matched, we both had an equal down payment, and we just did an adoption agreement at the closing, right? So, but, my lawyer got greedy, and, he started asking, I don't know, 65 or 80% of the equity. And, the judge refers to that over and over again in the 89 pages of the reason for the judgment, which I'm going to be posting online shortly. And, I think that's why she went out of her way to screw me. She just, I got greedy. Now, I didn't have a hand in really any of the legal positions that we took. I just tried to be helpful, as I said to my lawyer during the trial, as I was sitting there typing on my laptop, when he was questioning my ex. I took notes throughout the whole trial just to try to keep myself busy and, maybe try to help. But, as I said, you're Batman. I'm not trying to be Robin. I'll just try to be Alfred, for those that remember the old original Batman show, right? So I just tried to be helpful what I could. But, I let him steer the ship. After all, I paid him, $650 an hour to do that. And, I really think he screwed up on the closing. And, I say if you were there for the week and watched the trial, you would have thought I actually did very well. Like, I thought he presented a very good case. The evidence is clearly in my favor on most points. And, but yeah, I think he got greedy in the closing. Now, it's over a year now, so I don't think I could file a complaint against him anyway, and whether I even should. Like, I don't know if he did anything wrong that, I could complain to anybody about. I'm sure complaining about lawyers to other lawyers isn't going to go too far anyway, right? But, yeah, maybe he's just a bad lawyer, right? Like, what are you going to do, right? It doesn't mean it was malpractice. It just means he was a bad lawyer, I guess. But I don't know. He seemed like a very nice guy and well educated. And I actually thought he was a better lawyer than my ex's lawyer. But the end result did not prove that out, right? So anyway, here I am living in a van because of all this, right? So, I have no choice but to carry on and to move on to the Supreme Court of Canada, and hopefully they'll hear my case and just continue to make videos to try to get attention to my case. So, and like I say, I'm not the first man to be totally screwed in family court. So, I think if we join together and, try to make some movement on this. Now, again, these videos are not, legal advice. So please don't do what I did. Just, let's just try to bring attention to the fact that, our family courts are clearly not in favor of men. right? I mean, let's face it. The man is the criminal and the woman is the victim. That's how the family courts operate. And we need to change that. We really need to change that. Now I can be reached at ourcourtsareajoke@gmail.com. Please watch all my videos, and I'm going to try to do a better job. Try not to scratch myself as I talk, and or have to frown like this either. I just try to do the best I can, and these are not professional advice videos. These are videos made by a homeless guy living in a van. So they are not proper legal advice. But anyway, so with that